Would it surprise you to know that India is top in terms of cashless transactions of purchase? And thanks to India's own UPI. And this is all happened because of advent and the progress of artificial intelligence in India. We all know that before there were three industrial revolutions, and this one, the AI, is included in the fourth industrial revolutions. So what were the previous three industrial revolutions? The first one is in 1765. That was the steam engine and coal. Rampant use of the coals and the advent of the steam engines has ensured to move the goods from one place to another, and as well as in the factories people began to use the steam power, and that's why the first times in the history the manufacturing concept has developed, and first times the productions or the productivity terms getting utilized. Before that, everything used to be considered as a cottage industry. So next came the second industrial revolutions. So what is that second industrial revolutions? The second industrial revolutions was the advent of the oil and gas and the invention of IC engine, internal combustion engine. That means, in a very simple terms, it's a petrol engine or diesel engine, and that's why it made further the road transport very much easy and the faster, and that's why the stagecoaches and the bullock cart or the horse carriage all become the abolished, and people started using this IC engine driven a truck, bus, car, everything. And that's why it was very easier for the product manufacturer to uh, send their product in the market very faster way. And next came third time, the third industrial revolution. So what was the third industrial revolution? It came in the year of 1969, and that was because of the nuclear power generation and as well as the internet. Thereby the use of internet has increased little by little, but internet was only in the rudimentary stage at that time. It was only the computer, you can say. Many research were going on. Internet actually came after the 90s decades or the 2000s, and then now internet has already become inside our DNA, in the gene. Without internet we cannot live. Without internet no transaction happens. Without internet no reservations of the railway ticket and the airplane ticket is possible, and everything, banking, calculation, everything depends upon this internet. And that's why it is called the fourth industrial revolution, so which includes the internet of things as well as a virtual reality and artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things. Apart from that, a renewable a source of energy, which all included in these things. And according to report from International Data Conference, that India's economy in the field of artificial intelligence is increasing every year at the rate of 20.1% growth. And that's why this economy of 3.1 billion in 2020 is bound to increase up to 7.8 billion in the year of 2026. And that means that's riding high, technology is riding high, and it is inevitable to grow in the coming years. There is no scope of stoppage, it is unstoppable. The thing is that many people still now are very much scary about it because they are thinking that it will snatch our job and many people will become jobless. Just like The same thinking in one of the most developed state of India was that in this decade of 70s, 80s, and we have seen a lot of factory, lot of industry got locked because of the unhappy and unhealthy nexus between the starry-eyed politicians and also militant trade union leaders. What was the result? Result was that lockout of very many industries in the state of the West Bengal. And then after few decades, they are realizing that they had dug their own grave. They have stopped modernizations of the plants, and thus the plants ultimately become non-competitive in producing their product, and they remain closed forever. But what is the point of lamenting or crying over the spilt milk? There is no point. Now, afterwards, the several chief ministers of the state virtually had to run heaven and earth. But it is now really uphill battle because all the industrialists, they have lost their trust and belief on the government, and they are afraid that if they invest the money, what will happen? If there will be strike, there will be lockout. And that's why my advice to you that artificial industry is bound to grow. Let's embrace it. So now the question is that what is the utility of artificial intelligence? There are many utility. The first one, it can recognize our face. That means face recognitions. It can create access for us based upon our face reading. Otherwise, you won't allow any access. Then came the autocorrect. Whatever we are typing, and it is so much intelligent that if there is some mistake, it will correct itself. Then came e-payment. Within a second, you can pay anywhere in the world, and that is the fun of that. Then, what is this? It can navigate maps. Then, what is next? It can contribute in the social media very well, and it has options of suggestions while you are surfing in the net. You can observe that while you are searching some things, some categories, automatically your choices will come in the next. That means it is so intelligent. In terms of the chatting, ChatGPT, just like ChatGPT, it is also operating with the help of AI, artificial intelligence. And you will be astonished to know that after opening, within the 90 days, it has got 100 million subscribers. What Facebook had to take how many? 3 years. So that means definitely this artificial intelligence has a potential to grow much higher rate as we are thinking. And that's why, as it is inevitable what I said, instead of just saying the no because we are scary about job loss, we should embrace it. And we should utilize this technology for our own advancement. And for those who are caring about losing the job, I can tell you that machine has the motion, but machine don't have emotion. And here lies the win of a human being. Only thing is that as human being has emotions, human beings are creative as well. So in the coming decades, you need to be very much creative. You should forget about the conventional a type of job. You should do something so which is creative itself, and you can develop some new type of job, and that job will be much easier with the use of this technology. And that's why my suggestion is to embrace artificial intelligence gracefully. Ball is now in your court. It's your choice. Would you like to invite artificial intelligence, or you have to remain out of all business, all jobs automatically in the competitive market? Choice is your, ball is in your court.